Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 243 of Wool is the Answer. I'm Marie.
And I'm Dominique.
And who are we?
But Wool is the answer.
Wool is the Answer. And it is Thursday, the 8th of May, VE Day.
VE Day.
80th celebration. I've cracked out my red, white, and blue jumper in It's My Coronation, that oldie but goodie from a long time ago. Feels like a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. It was 3 years ago.
I know. I was panicking because I couldn't find it.
2, 4.
You know, when you think, well, I know I put it somewhere, but I couldn't remember where the heck it was.
It'll be in a safe place.
It was in the other wardrobe. So, we're on the wrong way around again. I'm going to press the button once.
I'm not even there. I finished work at 5 and I'd finished from home and I was really tired and I thought, I can either just have half an hour snooze or I can jump in the bath. So I did, but of course, then I got my hair wet. So then I was stood in the shower 15 minutes ago, which is why I'm bright red and wet-haired. But, I kind of forgot that we were doing this and it was at 6.
It was funny because I was looking at last week's video and I was so much in the dark. Today, I have got my light on for when it goes, but if I put it too far this way, then I get green glares in my glasses. But let's see how it goes anyway. I've tried to angle it up. I don't seem to be as much. Oh, I am in the dark again.
But it doesn't look like it. It doesn't. Well,
does it?
No.
Right. Okay. My face is all red. I've been out for a walk. I think it's freezing. Oh, it was the cold on my cheeks. Anyway, hello. You haven't changed your name, Wendy.
I was just literally just seeing that. Wendy, you've not changed your name.
Wendy, you need to sort that out and get it changed. Only because I know that you have changed your name. I'm not saying that.
Yes.
People don't. Before you all shout at me. Hello. Right, let me just get my cup of tea because I put it down there. Am I in the dark?
No.
I'm half in the dark.
Mandy's saying you look fine.
Oh, that's a bit better. Right, we're there. Right. Just take a breath. Have a cup of tea. What are you munching on?
A ginger nut. I'm starving. So I've made a cup of hot orange and I'm just dunking some ginger nuts in it.
Oh, I like a ginger biscuit. I think ginger biscuits are probably my favourite biscuits. Have you tried Rington's tea? Ginger biscuits. Oh, I've got to say they are the nicest. My father-in-law got me onto those. They are the nicest biscuit. They've got like that nice snap.
Yes.
Like a proper.
But why are they tea biscuits? Have they got tea in them?
No, ginger biscuits.
You said Rington's teas.
They do deliveries, don't they? Come with a basket, biscuits in the thing.
Yeah, I thought the company is Rington, so I thought you were saying they're Ringtons. Tea and ginger biscuits.
No, it is Ringtons. They're Ringtons biscuits.
Yes. But I thought you meant ginger and tea.
Oh, right. No, sorry.
That's what I was thinking. I don't like ginger nuts with tea. Anyway, it's been a really long week.
What do you mean you haven't got the marriage certificate yet? Is it real? Has it really happened? Are you sure?
Marion saying Rington's ginger biscuits are the best.
Oh, they are so nice.
And I really like, for those of you that got our Christmas Eve box last year, I really like the Grantham gingerbread.
Yes.
Shapes.
Yes, they were nice.
They were really nice.
But they were a bit denser, weren't they?
I don't know.
That means denser, if you don't know. Like a little bit more squidgier.
Oh, no, see, I would have said they'd got a real snap to them.
Oh. Yeah, Rington tea biscuits are nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Now we've got Co-op gingers are lovely. Julia, I'm going with you because I've had another Star bar since last week.
I've not tried the Co-op ones.
Oh,
I might have to try those.
I will stop eating them in a minute. I just need to.
And ginger's good for you. Do you know what I mean? Ginger's good for you, so it's not really a biscuit, is it? It's like a health food.
I'm not sure these ginger biscuits ginger nuts have got much ginger in them, but I like it. So that's all right. When I eat crystallized ginger just out of the jar,
Oh, I love
it's good for me, isn't it?
all the sugar. If you suck the sugar off, it's probably not, But crystallized ginger is good for you. Yes, they do. You can deliver them online, but we have somebody in the village who's a Rington's tea person in their nice little van with a basket. And every time I see it, I think, I need to order some biscuits. And then it goes out my little head.
Get them online.
No. They do a really nice Christmas Advent thing as well each year.
An Advent thing? Is that like biscuits,
with
tea?
With like different things in it. It's teas, cakes.
Comestibles? I don't really know what falls into comestibles, but
I like the word though. I think that's
tea, coffee, and biscuits.
Google it and I'd see what it is. You said you didn't have much to show today, so
no, I haven't.
We can fill it in with ginger biscuits.
Comestibles mean it? Oh, an item of food. Well,
they cannot be put in a biscuit tin.
No, because they taint the taste of everything else.
That's fine, though.
Oh no, I'm with you, Anita. Well, I don't have a biscuit tin because I don't like any biscuits to mix because they all take on each other's.
Even a Jaffa cake. Have you worked out what comestibles is?
Well, it's just saying edible item of food. Well, I think it just means anything that
you can eat.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then.
What's another word for comestible? Eatable, edible.
I hate that word, eatable. Eatable's not a real word, is it?
I didn't think it was a real word.
Edible.
But then the next synonym is pabulum.
What are them?
Pabulum.
I mean, you could be saying all sorts of them.
Victual. These are all synonyms for comestible. I think that's wrong. Anyway.
I think you're on a weird dictionary there. I mean, if you've come for some knitting, you are at the right place. We've just gone off on a tangent, and that was my fault talking of ginger biscuits.
You've not heard of crystallized ginger?
Out of the jar, sliced. Oh, crystallized ginger.
Crystallized ginger. Well,
with an apple cake.
All supermarkets are available, but mine was from Waitrose.
Yes.
And it came in a square jam jar, and it was cubes of ginger.
Yeah.
Like the size of the end of your thumb.
Like a sugar cube size.
Like a sugar cube size. Raw ginger, but it's clearly been boiled in sugar and then coated in sugar.
It's nice in gin. In gin, sliced up ginger, crystallized ginger with a ginger ale in it.
I don't like gin, so that's no good to me.
See, I do like
it's ginger. In the baking aisle. You're meant to bake with it. Yes. But when you've got it in your cupboard and you need a sweet hit, eat it.
If I was making an apple and sultana like loaf cake, I always put crystallized ginger in it because it just gives you those nice little chunks of ginger.
I bought it to make ginger biscuits, I think, a long time ago.
And then you
forget about it. So I finished it off about 3 months ago.
It's like glacé cherries though, isn't it? You use them for the amount you need and then you just eat the rest of them. They're on the same level. You see, I like ginger in a juice, like a shot juice, because it like really does that with you. Yeah, I do that. I like that.
I have slice of fresh ginger and lemon in my reusable cup when I go to work every day, and that sees me through the day. Right. I mean, this is. I like this. This has started a conversation.
I'm sorry if you've never joined us before. This is sometimes where it goes.
We're live.
That in the dark again.
We interact and
we ramble.
We ramble, yeah.
Or should I say we get easily sidetracked? Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Wendy, no, I'm sorry, Wendy. I really did like your mum, but she was wrong. She loved a soft ginger biscuit, so purposely leave an open packet on the side.
No, I'm not having that either. I'm sorry.
Now you look like you're
I look like a horror movie.
Spotlight, yeah.
Oh, for goodness
Yeah, leaving packets open's a real bugbear of mine because I don't like things going soft.
No, you can't.
Right, this is the last one.
Right. I'm just trying to sort my light out, so just entertain yourselves. I mean, anything could go wrong here. I just need to unhook it off me. I think I need it higher. Maybe if I did that a bit better, I could just sit there like that, couldn't I?
I mean, I picked my pen up to make a note. I'm not writing crystallised ginger or ginger
Don't
biscuits.
write crystallised ginger down because we all know, oh, for goodness sake.
But I might have to buy some more now we've spoken about it. Oh, dear.
What? What?
Yeah,
What's
Chef
been
Wendy.
said?
Wendy, we're all different, aren't we? And we all
We
like
are.
different things.
Oh, it's like cream crackers. If you go in and you get a cream cracker out the tin and they've gone, oh no, you can't eat them. Can't eat a soggy cream cracker.
What are you doing?
I am trying to fasten my light onto the. Sorry, you can just see all my scalp and my grey hair there. Right, I'm trying to fasten it onto the top. There we go. Oh, that's better, as they say. Oh no, it's gone lean. It's because I
We
normally
do this. We do this every week.
We know.
And you would think the setup would be the same but
it's the sun. The
yeah.
sun's moving. It's like very sunny, and then it's blooming not very sunny. Right. That's it. I'm happy. I'm going to sit still. Right. Yes, go shopping. Right. Would you like to see some wool?
Yes.
Would you like to see a new cast on?
Yes.
Right. My new cast on. When I was away last weekend in Birmingham, watching Number One Daughter, I can say that because I've only got one. I needed a simple, easy project that I didn't have to think about. So I wanted to make myself a little. This time of year, you don't want a big shawl, do you? You don't want a big scarf. You just want something. My neck was I keep getting cold neck. I thought I could just do with a little shawlette. So Fisherman's Shawlette by the Dancing Puffin, which we knew was made out of minis. And I, using my Felt Fusion Grinch, and I always do this, don't I? I got a new coat, which isn't that bright green, but it's very appley green.
Yes.
So I've started it, and it's a really nice pattern. It's on Becky, who is the Dancing Puffins Ravelry page. And it does, it's a really simple pattern. It will get bigger because I'm on the, it starts off here and then I'm extending it. But it'll be perfect just as a little, you know what I mean? Like Neri, I just sometimes get my back of my neck gets cold. I sound like an old grandma, don't I?
It was, oh no, I was just going to say, because we used to do, at shows, we used to do kits and it was just 2 minis.
Yes. So this is a 50-gram ball. So I'm just going to go until I've
But the pattern is just repeatable. So you could make it into a massive shawl if you've got 100 grams but the pattern was just for 2 minis originally.
Yeah. So I got this as a sock set and it came with the hot pink, but I'm not going to put that in. But I've just kept it together.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep going with it. And it's a really nice, simple, don't have to think, because I just can't be bothered to make socks at the minute.
Yeah.
So I thought, what do I want? I'll do that. So that was my car knitting while I was away. And I think I bought that at the Wool Monty last year. It was either the Wool Monty last year or Yarndale. But I have a feeling it was the Wool Monty in the dark.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't think I got round, but I remember you and Lisa going a couple of times because you were saying she was really in the dark.
And I love this because I have got it in, I bought it before and I made a pair of socks, but I can't find them. I think that Grace might have stolen them at some point, but anyway. So that is my cast off and it's in my little springtime Joe Piccalilli yarn tub because we all like a Joe Piccalilli yarn tub.
Sorry, I was just looking because I thought it'll be in here.
It was definitely last year. Well,
it's not called the Grinch, it's called Whoville, is it?
Oh, that's right, it's Whoville, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Wool Monty last year.
God, that was good for my memory, wasn't it?
Whoville.
While we're talking of Joe Piccalilli, we like a little bit of a segment. It's weird. It's my wedding anniversary next week. 33 years I've been married, and my husband,
just while we're talking, there's no podcast next week.
No podcast next week because it's my wedding anniversary. And and my husband, I think, has just realised now how my brain works after 33 years. So, like, I'll be looking at something, and then it'll remind me to talk about something. So he's finally, after 33 years, he's actually tuned into this. So that was where you were talking about Joe Piccalilli.
Joe's just commented she's on.
Good.
Good evening, Joe.
Do you know what, Joe? It's the perfect size bag for a little shawlette. Joe Piccalilli, link, Advents. That's where I was going.
I knew where you were going.
Good. Well, see, you know me better than you do. You haven't had to be married to me for 33 years.
But I also knew what you were going to be thinking then, yeah.
We were blown away, weren't we, last week? Oh, my Lord.
It was. I mean, you really needed, because Marie was travelling in the car, so Marie was looking after Advents numbers, and I was looking after the weekly Advent at home. And I did nearly take a picture because I'd got the laptop, my book with all the numbers, so we didn't sell too many. It was just, and I'm guessing some of you were in a panic as well, because a lot of you were on bang on 9 o'clock.
Yes.
But it was unbelievable.
So we would like to apologise for those people who got the shock of their lives when they went on to buy one and it was showing the price at 400. We have no
£453. It was Louise. Louise, thank you so much for contacting us. I messaged back Louise saying, I think you've put more than one in there. You kept clicking it. And she was like, no, it's just one. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just her, because Sue and Marion also found the same problem. So we are so sorry. We have no idea how it happened. But they weren't that much money. And thankfully, nobody actually bought one for that much money.
No.
Did they?
No, they didn't. So, yeah, we did have 2 or 3 little issues, but as soon as we were made aware, they were sorted. So
thank you so much. And the link to what I was going to say is we are sold out of some of the bases on some of the, across both of them.
Yes.
And we still have some stock left, but not a huge amount.
Yeah.
I know that some people are probably waiting for payday as well, because that's the end of the month. Hopefully there should still be enough there.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you're really desperate, just give us a message. Do you know what I mean? If you really want one, but you are waiting for payday, just give us a message. I mean, we'll see what we can sort out. But yeah, we were completely.
Yeah, so Louise was just poor. She was worried she couldn't afford it. Yeah.
Louise, you should know us by now.
I mean, the Advent's on 4 bases, but the weekly one this year, I don't know what we've gone mad.
9 bases.
It was on 9 bases. And we've got a set number we can do. Now, whether that is 90% of them on a double knit yak, so that's why we're in just have, as things were, well, let's face it, you all went mad for the double knit yak.
Yes.
So I just had to keep taking numbers from other places to keep putting on the double knit yak so that wasn't out of stock. So it was,
and that's obviously how it happened, isn't it? Somehow it's clicked on the wrong thing and it's gone. But anyway, so I was sat in the car. David was driving, and I just kept saying, "Don't talk to me. Just don't speak to me," because I'm trying to write things down and add things up. My internet was going on and off. There were messages coming to me, messages coming to Dominic. We're trying to then send messages. It was very funny, but thank you so much. We really do appreciate all the support you give us, and we never expect it. Do you know what I mean? We never expect. If we sold 5, we'd be happy, wouldn't we? Do you know what I mean?
Joe, because I know you're on now, Joe. There are some people that have bought both. And we've said, what are you doing buying both? Well, I can't miss out on a Joe Piccalilli tub. So they've bought our 12 days because they're desperate for one of your bags, Joe. So that is the power of your bags as well.
Yeah. You are. Your bags are well known, Joe. So thank you so much for collaborating with us on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So far, and I will tell you when we close it, they'll be open until they sell out or to the end of the month. So don't panic.
Yeah.
But last year, the 12 days, you 4-ply sock and 4-ply sparkle were neck and neck. This year, you've all gone away from sparkle. You've all gone 4-ply.
It's strange, isn't it, how it just changes?
There were quite a lot of double knit last year. You've not gone many double knit. And with the weekly, which we've never done before, it's
Big
been
gap.
really nice that you're obviously all like that. Like I say, that has 80% of you have bought double knit yak.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the yak with the silk. I know on the website it
oh
just says
yes,
double knit yak, because it does say in the description that that's what it is, but it's when you list it, do you know what I mean? Sometimes they get too many things on the listing, too many words, do you know what I mean? So it was just for ease, so I apologise
Yes.
if you thought it wasn't the silk, it was.
yes,
But anyway, but if there's any issues or you're not sure what you've ordered, or do you know what I mean? Just message us. We can
Yeah.
sort things out. It's not.
yeah,
not
we
the end
can.
of the day.
Yeah, it's slowed down now. We took a breath. It's like slowed down at about 11:30.
And then it went mad again.
And I went out to the shed because I'd got some dyeing to do.
Yeah.
And then Marie's messaging. When I to move things around, I thought, oh God, I've been sat there for like half an hour and thinking, that's it, you've all stopped. Like you've got your spy camera in the shed. You know when I get busy. You know when I finish dye session and I shut the door and then you order something that needs dyeing.
And then they have one in my cupboard because they know what's not in the cupboard, and that's the one base that they choose, isn't it? I'd like that one on bamboo, or can I have it on sparkle? And I'll have like 15 of it on everything else, but none on sparkle. So you do make us giggle.
I was going to say it makes us smile. So yeah, it was a very entertaining morning. If you'd have seen what we were doing and the messages flying between us. But thank you for your patience, Louise. Thank you for pointing it out. I can't think that there were 2 or 3 others that we had to mess around, but we got there.
We do ship to the US, and we have had a couple of, a few orders from the US and places. So we do ship to the US, Mimi. If there's anything you need to know that's not clear on the website, just send us a message.
Yes.
Or an email, and we can sort it.
And what we'll always do, and it's shipping overseas, whether we're going to the US or US is sending to us, it's really difficult to get postage right. So we have to make sure we've got enough postage to cover it. But there are times when we go and buy postage, we appear to have overcharged. We will always refund.
We do it all. Yeah, it changes so much as well, though, doesn't it? We can have a price and then, but yeah, it does. So, like Dominique said, if we've got to say 20 quid for the postage, but it only costs us £12, we do refund you the money. We don't.
All our postage in the UK goes on weight, and it goes up in 250 gram increments. So we've always got to err on the side of caution. But if we can get it underneath the next jump, so we do ship to the US, but rest assured, we will refund if we can send it cheaper.
And the only thing is, because we know what the wool's going to be, and we've got an idea of what we're putting in.
Yes.
But we never actually know until we've got it all and we've got the boxes and we've wrapped it up how much that box actually weighs. Do you know what I mean? So
yes. Yeah.
Has that answered your question?
Whereas in the UK, it's the same price whether we send 100 grams or 1,999.
Yeah, up to 2 kilos, isn't it?
Yes.
Gives us a bit more leeway.
Yeah.
But does. Anyway, right.
So Wendy's saying she's going for the Christmas Eve one this year. So well done. And you're not the only one, Wendy, that said that. There's 2 or 3 people said they're waiting for the Christmas Eve box. So like we said, we're doing one, but you can get your summer holidays done probably. Yeah. It'll be a few months before they come out.
We can't break the internet again, can we? And we can't confuse our little brains anymore.
We know what we're doing. It's all planned. But
it's all planned.
Yeah, so
I've even got a picture for it as well. So we know what we're doing. Right. Have you got anything to show us?
I've got 2 bits of knitting and that's it. So one that you saw last week, but I've made quite a bit of progress because this is really all I've been knitting on. This is my Vibes Tee by Tiff Nealon.
You what tea?
Vibes.
I thought you said spider.
Vibes Tee by Tiff Nealon.
Oh, that's the one with that lovely slip stitch or holes in between. That's good.
I kept looking at the picture thinking, well, that looks really odd, them eyelets. Well, that's because you do 2 rows of eyelets and then 2 rows of slip stitches in the contrast colour. So it goes
Is that not what you've done?
so this is what I've done. So
Right.
eyelet, but then it's slip stitch,
right.
slip stitch, and then you go back to eyelets.
Where's the eyelet fall there?
Well, maybe that's why it's done it, because it's slip stitch across your midriff.
Where does it fall on your waist bit? It's not on your
eyelets.
Yeah. It's not. It's
oh
not.
No, it's definitely not,
muffin
because
top.
I've just done a slip stitch, and then I've got another chunk like that. And if I do another one, it'll be slip stitch, but I don't think I'll need to.
Oh right, okay. It's really nice that. I love the colour.
I mean, spot the deliberate mistake if you can, but it's a design feature.
Have you happened to put the blue in the? Have you happened to put them the wrong way around there, Dominique?
Well, which ones have I put them? Yeah, I have.
You can't really tell.
Well, it's a design feature.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely fine.
You meant to do it, didn't you? Just so that you knew it was yours.
Yeah. So that is our raspberry, navy, orange, and this is the Green Lagoon. That is the new colourway we showed you last week, which is coming to Buxton with us next week.
It's weird because that blue looks like purple.
Yeah, no, it's definitely navy.
Looks purple. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it's definitely navy. So
you've cracked on with that.
Yeah, well, this is really all I've been knitting on. Once I've split for the sleeves, you feel like, well, you obviously do get rid of a lot of stitches. There's been a lot of sport on, and I've just been sat knitting. So
nice. How have you carried the yarn up, or have you just left it?
I've not, because you're
flipping pigeon again. Can you hear it?
You're 25-ish rows between coming back to that colour.
Right.
Because it goes colours 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So I've just
got nice. Yeah. That'll be nice.
Quite a lot. They've all been woven in, but you know. So I'm really enjoying it. I think it was Julia that said she's knit her patterns before and she writes a good pattern. She really does write a good pattern. I would say she's similar to Rebecca, the Cray Bayer, who does Tolster tea. Each size is written out.
Oh, good.
So when you print it, there's a lot of printing unless you chop out your size.
Yeah.
But instead of, you don't have to go hunting, it's all there.
Good.
So yeah, watch this space. I'm not that far off. I got my Tolster tea out. I'm not that far off. I've got one more repeat, I think. Then the rib, then the sleeves.
Been really quick, that. Really quick,
I mean, but that is all I've really, other than one other thing I've got to show you. This is all I've knit on. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it.
Good.
And if it fits nicely, I would definitely do another, and I've not even finished it. So that says a lot.
Another thing I need to remember to tell you is we have been given 2 free tickets for the Wool Monty show, which is the 7th and 8th of June. And that's at the Magna Centre, Science Centre in Sheffield. So I've just put a post on. I was just checking there to see it had gone on because I'd scheduled it. Never done that before. I mean, I was amazed it was there. So what we need you to do to win 2 free tickets for the whole weekend, so you can go either 1 day, 2 days, or whatever you want to do. We need you to comment on either the social media pages or on this episode when it's loaded up, not the live one. Don't comment on this live one. So tomorrow it'll go up, or on social media, and we want to know, to enter it, what has been your favourite make of the year so far? Because we thought it'd be nice to hear like what patterns people are making as well, because we like to share a pattern, don't we? And
knit, crochet, doesn't matter.
Oh, so I just mean if you've been some sewing or something, anything craft. What's been your favourite make of the year so far?
2025, not the last 12 months.
So we need you to have commented before the 19th of May, which is a Monday. so that we can collate the numbers, and then we'll announce it on the live YouTube of that week, which is
22nd.
So it's on Facebook and Instagram, but as I say, you can comment on the uploaded version of this. Don't comment on this one now. Do it on social media.
Well, you can comment, but your votes won't be counted.
Your votes won't be counted.
You may still be charged.
You may still be charged. So that was really generous of the Wool Monty. I think they did it last year, didn't they? Because
Mandy won it.
Mandy won it last year. So yes, 2 free tickets to come.
I mean, I was just about to say it's only for the UK. I mean, it is. If you're in the US, you can enter,
fly,
but you would have to get yourself here.
Yes, you would.
So you're probably going to be in England, I would think, unless you happen to be on holiday near Sheffield.
Yes,
then absolutely.
Yeah. And yes, Wendy, you do need to purchase your Buxton tickets.
Yeah, so we're at Buxton
next Friday, up, aren't we?
A week tomorrow we'll be setting up.
Yeah.
And then 3 weeks later, Wool Monty, and that's us done with shows.
Yeah. And thank you for that link again, Dominique.
Yeah.
It's like we're a professional team today. It's like a tag team. Talking of Buxton, we showed you last week the 2 new colours that we're bringing. So that's the daffodil, which was in that beautiful shawl that Caroline had knit.
Yes.
And it is actually Caroline's shawl. She will get it back at the end.
She's just lent it to us.
She just lent it to, although I am considering, I think I am going to make it because it's a beautiful shape.
Yes.
And the one that you've just shown, the Green Lagoon, which is on the yak. So they're the 2 new colours that we're bringing. But we are also releasing the Hint of Springtime shawl set.
Yes.
So we will have not many, just a few of these kits. The colours, because it's all hand-dyed yarn, there's a slight it's not an alternative. They've got some of the colours have come out a little bit brighter than what were in the original. But so that is the kit. So we will have some of these kits, and as usual, you get the pattern. However, we haven't got printed versions of this. I'll just warn you now. But we will give you the digital pattern while you're there. We'll send it to you straight away. Just because it's a long pattern, and because we're stopping doing shows, we are getting rid of our paper patterns, aren't we?
Yes.
We don't send them out because we don't like getting squished. So we will have some of these kits available at Buxton. And then after the show, the same as the wool, these will go on the website. So you'll be able to buy the kits on the website.
Yeah.
I think that was all for Buxton, wasn't it? The tickets are still available. You can still buy tickets, can't you?
Yes.
And then I think there's a quiet hour, isn't there, on the Sunday?
Yeah, I've not looked.
Check the website out. Just make sure of everything. And Buxton, if you've never been to it before, it's in the pavilion in Buxton, which is in the main gardens within Buxton. So there's a car park nearby. You're fairly close to the town centre as well. It's a lovely location, really pretty location.
So day tickets are £7.50, weekend tickets are £10, and quiet hour tickets are £7.50. The quiet hour will allow you to enter from 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. There's a limited number of these. They're intended for anybody who prefer to avoid a large crowd. Although the quiet hour runs from 10 till 11, you're able to stay after 11 o'clock, is what it says on the website.
So if you want to come, there's still tickets available. That's the main thing.
And it's run from 10 till 4:30 on Saturday and 11 till 4 on Sunday. There you go. There's your information for Buxton.
Good Lord, I mean, we're cracking on here. And looking at the weather forecast, it looks as though it's going, I mean, anything can change between now and then, can't it?
Yeah.
But it's looking quite nice. Let's just hope it's not baking hot.
Yeah. For those of you that came last year, you might remember, I mean, it was boiling, but those poor vendors that were as you came in, because it's all glass, they were boiling alive. We weren't too bad in the main room, were we?
It was
still Lucy warm. Really wasn't good.
It was still very warm, wasn't it? But it was better when the doors were opened and there was a lot more air. But it's because it's a glass pavilion. Do you know what I mean?
The sun just beats in. Yeah. It comes in through there. But it's Janet was asking on Monday. Janet's not been before about parking. Those of you that have been before and driven, could you get in the car park next to the pavilion? Because I was saying to Janet, it's not a massive car park, but of course
And a lot
we
of
don't
vendors
know.
park there.
We don't know because we're always before the show opens. But there's a leisure centre, so people obviously are coming and going all the time. So if you've driven before, where have you parked? And then
Yeah.
just to share it with everyone else, it's close to the train station. You can
Yes.
walk from the train station.
Has the train station got there's a car park there, isn't it? I don't know if you can use, I mean, surely it'll be a pay and display, won't it?
Yeah, well, the other one I said is to just head for the Waitrose car
Yes,
park.
that's pay and display.
That's pay and display, and it's a 6 or 7 minute gentle walk through the high street. So
yeah, Wendy, it's basically a greenhouse. You're right, Wendy. That's exactly
it is basically a greenhouse. Yeah. Hi,
Anne. And if Dominic's feet get too hot, nobody will be adding up properly. That'll be for sure. You need to get your flip flops.
James bought me that peppermint foot spray. So I will have that with me. Yeah.
I'm taking my flip flops if it gets too hot. Health and safety go out the window.
Wendy's saying they always get there early and friends are disabled badge, so park easily. But notice when eating lunch in cars, there's always cars coming and going. Yeah. So I keep saying it's a small. It's not that small.
No.
But if you come in by car, you've got 3 or 4 options there.
Yes. Yeah. So that is Buxton. I've mentioned that. Would you like to see another cast on?
Yes, let's see a cast on.
And this is, I'm blaming this well and truly on Liz this morning at Knit and Natter. Because
we always like to have someone to blame. I've got someone to blame for mine.
Yeah, we always like somebody to blame. And Liz actually got a parcel today that she opened while we were there.
She was on Knit and Natter.
Yeah, and that's what started it all. So the pattern is Pellica.
Yes.
Pellica.
Yeah.
By Rosa Pomar. And we were shown, I'm blaming you, Liz, showed us the Instagram page of Meadow Yarns. And that lady was really rocking the outfit and showing it. And that was it. I was hooked. So Meadow Yarns, if you want to see it on a real person, she's got some Instagram reels and things that she's done. So I had to cast it on because I thought, I quite like that. It's right up my street. It's Garter Stitch.
Isn't this the one you've done?
I've never done this one.
Eve.
Oh, Eve. Eve might have done that one.
I know it.
You sounded a little bit like Elf there. You did. You sounded a little bit like Elf.
It's because I was looking at the picture and was going to say something else and stop myself, which is why the sentence didn't make sense. But I've got a feeling Eve's on, so she'll tell us.
Eve will tell us. So I went rummaging in my stash and I found 3 skeins of something I bought at Blackpool. So from Yarn Unique, it is the double knit yak silk, and it's Aurora number 7. I've got to say, I mean, I'm going off again. I do like these hole punch things, you know, that are all paper. So like paper staples.
Yes.
Really like that. I need to get myself one of them. You've got one, haven't you?
No, Lake Family Yarns use it.
Yeah, I want one of those staplers.
The trouble is, it'd be no good for our...
Oh, no, not for our wool. Just for general. Just instead of using a stapler, because I do use my stapler quite a lot. I like that much better. I digress. So that's the colour. It's that beautiful purple I got. Can you remember?
Oh, you know, Eve's saying it's not her. Somebody's knitted it. Sorry, Eve. Somebody's knitted it.
I cast it on at lunchtime. I'm cooking on gas.
What size needles is that on?
4.5.
Oh, they looked enormous. Oh,
4.5.
yeah. I thought you were going to say something like a 6.
No. I mean, the pattern does say for 4.5, but I've just gone with it. So I'm going 4.5. And that's, I'm starting it. And it's quite, because it's garter stitch, it's quite
Yes.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Really nice pattern, really well written, lots of diagrams in it. It's quite wordy, but as I said, there's loads of pictures in it for different things to do.
So is it, I take it it's pieced then, is it?
It's you start off doing the top bit and then you join on the front bit and then you join it under the arms.
Right.
Because it's got a lovely I-cord bind off. So I'm already doing that around the sleeves now as you're starting.
Right.
So thanks, Liz, for that, for enabling me. And I just saw it straight away. And because it's garter stitch, you know I hate purl. I thought, do you know what? That's going to knit up quick. Because I feel like I've got lots of bits that I keep starting and I'm not getting very far on. You know, when you're like starting something thinking, oh, I need to get going with this. And I'm not getting that impetus with it, where that, I think it might get me back in it again. So that is my cast on from today. When I woke up this morning, I had absolutely no intention of starting any new cast on. Thanks, Liz. And I was really happy that I found that wool. Like, you know, so at least I've got.
You've been able to use something out of your stash.
Yes, I'm using something out of my stash because I did think, because Liz is knitting it in Wednesday Longwool Sheep Shop yarn. That's the parcel that arrived. So I was thinking, well, if I can't find anything, then I might just have to make a purchase. But I'd forgotten I'd got that, and that's the amount I need. So I'll be perfect.
Perfect.
So that's a double whammy, isn't it? Using up stash and actually enjoying and cracking on with it.
Yes.
So my plan is tonight, because the VE, there's a concert on tonight, isn't there? At 8 o'clock.
Yeah, is there?
Yeah, there's a concert on tonight. So my plan is I'm going to have my food and then I'm going to veg out on the sofa and watch it and knit. That's my plan. I feel like I haven't.
Sorry, I am listening, but Sue, I've just put a link in the chat for you.
I'll repeat it to those who don't know. What did I say it's called?
Pelica.
So it's pelican without the N. So yeah, that's my plan. I feel like I've not stopped for the last few weekends and things, so I'm just going to conk out with a cup of tea and watch the telly bob. I don't know who's on it. I'll probably start watching it and thinking, what am I watching this for? But you know, I'll be knitting, so I'll not care really.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when you come to a knit and natter.
Yeah.
Someone gets post, or we always say, what are you knitting? What are you doing? And then you just
go down a rabbit hole.
Sorry, Wendy's just saying the Pope's been chosen as well. So concert and news reports all night. Perfect crafting.
That's been quick.
That has been quick. Wendy, you're neglecting to say there's the second leg of the Europa League is also on tonight as well.
Now I need to know which Pope it is.
I'm just looking. Pope Robert Prevost.
Where's he from? Is he the Italian one?
Could be known as Pope Leo.
Where's he from?
Smiley. He's the first American pontiff. So I'm guessing he's from America. He's 69. He's Chicago born.
Mr. Trump will be happy.
And he was a missionary in Peru before being made Archbishop there. So he's been in Peru.
Oh, at least he hasn't taken the cardigans as we.
I think it's Paddington in disguise.
You think it's Paddington in disguise? Now I need to look at the news.
Well, he's from Peru.
Well, deepest, darkest Peru, or just Peru?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is very smiley.
Everyone's on it. An American.
He is very smiley.
Wendy's saying Jez is at work, so she's got a sport-free night. Guess what I'll be doing, Wendy?
Yeah,
I probably won't be watching the concert. I might flick to see who's on.
I'm with you. I'll be flicking through the news and I'll be watching the concert, depending on who's on the concert and how bored I get.
Yeah, I can guarantee you I won't be flicking through the news. But, you know, we've all got to watch.
Like I won't be watching the sport. That's two things we know in life that'll be. Oh.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Then.
Breaking news.
That has been quick.
That has been really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying if you come to the Knit and Natters, you just don't know but who's going to enable you? And I got enabled on Monday because I can't remember how it came up, but Mandy was on, and Mandy'd not been on for a little while, and Mandy said I'd enabled her when I'd shown my
Oh yes, yes.
beautiful bunting, and she said, so she went out and bought it, and then she showed me what she'd knit with hers. So Marion, if you're watching, my lacy shrug, lacy shrug has been
Repurposed.
frogged.
Oh,
So I've had to wind it back on the skein so you can see the crinkly bits that had been knit because Mandy, because pulling out something that you've held double and one of it being sticky, it wasn't that easy. So I put the Swift up and put the alpaca silk on that, and the 4-ply I just wound into a ball. I mean, this is.
I'm intrigued.
I'm just going to, because it's one page, so the picture and the pattern are all on the same page, and it's a paid for pattern.
Oh, right, okay.
It was from Etsy. It was £1.80, and it is called the Parisian Chic Scarf, and it is just.
Can't really see. Just go back a little bit back. Oh, that's better. You can see it now. Yeah. Oh, it's got like a little bit of lace going through it.
I mean,
shows it in real life what you've knit. Oh my gosh!
It is just a single strand of lace weight yarn.
I mean, all right. I mean, what's happened to Dominique Salisbury?
I know, it is just bonkers. But Mandy's really nice. Looked so beautiful, like a cloud. I mean, absolutely nothing like me at all. So I've just thought, I'm going to rip it out, and I've cast this on. So it's easy. It's a really simple pattern. I'm not going to give any away because, like I said, it's £1.80 and it's paid. It was on Etsy, so I'll put the link to it.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it on Ravelry. I could only find it on Etsy.
What's it called?
The Parisian Chic Scarf. But literally the other half of this page is the pattern, so it is such a simple, easy, don't need to think. I mean, what am I doing knitting with lace weight yarn?
I mean, you need to ask the question in the first place. What are you doing buying lace weight yarn in the first place?
Well, because I got distracted by the pretty colours. The picture Mandy showed of hers when she bought it, it looks darker than mine anyway.
Yes.
But you could see the colours, and even with undyed, I'd completely lost the colours.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as happy with it. So it didn't take much. Now, the only thing I need to do, I don't know if Mandy's on. If not, I'm going to have to message Mandy. I thought Mandy had only bought one ball, and her scarf looked really big. I've cast it on, but just now as I'm reading the pattern, it does say 2 balls. So I just need to get hold of Mandy and say, did you use 1 or 2 skeins?
How many meters?
Well, it says 2 balls of lace weight yarn, 50 grams, 400 meters.
And what is that?
This is 50 grams, 400 meters.
But it should be enough.
Yeah, but it says 2 balls of.
Oh, right. Not so 400 meters in total.
I assume it means 2 balls of lace weight, each ball being. It's
not very clear. Does it say what wool they used? Sorry, I'm just putting my feet up on the sofa.
No, because it just says 2. Well, I can tell you that bit. It's not but 2 balls of lace weight yarn, 1 to 3 ply, and then in light pink. So it doesn't give you the brand.
Can't say 50 grams. What's that bit underneath? Say I can't read it. Still can't read it, Dominique. Oh yeah.
Then it just says 50 grams, 437 yards, 400 meters.
Who knows?
But I suppose lace weight is sometimes sold into. So I just need to get hold of Mandy before I go any further, because if Mandy used 2 balls, what I need to do is
there's narrower.
No.
Make a cowl.
No, just go
No.
to Buxton and buy another ball of lace weight
That's
in
very
a
good.
contrast colour and just do bands. Is what I thought.
So you're going to buy another ball of lace weight.
Not if Mandy tells me she only used one 50-gram ball, because hers looked really big. But it was just the pattern now. But because it's not on Ravelry, so you can't look at projects or anything like that. So, but you can really, I know you can't on there.
It's
but
quite
you
a
can,
wide shawl then, isn't it?
yeah. It looked so nice. I mean, I don't think I'll ever wear it, but I think it'll be pretty. And I am enjoying it.
You
so
are not going to wear it, are you? Let's be honest.
well, it's not really my colour.
No. And how do you feel about it next to your neck?
It's all right. Let's just wait. You never know. This could turn me into somebody that wears a floaty lace weight scarf.
Okay. And I'm going to become an Arsenal supporter and go and watch the cricket every weekend.
But anyway, it's inspired me and I can see the colours. So
you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
That's all that matters then, doesn't it? It doesn't make any difference whether
it doesn't make any difference. But I do just need to get a hold of Mandy before I do much more, because there's no point doing big stripes.
Yeah.
I did think of just doing stripes of 4-ply undyed, but it's going to look odd. So we're at Buxton next weekend. I can get more lace weight if I need it. But
yes.
It was only because Mandy was saying I'd enabled her buying the yarn, and then she said, "This is what I've knit with it." And she said she did it in 2 weeks. She said, "I just couldn't stop knitting it."
What?
And I can understand, because it's such an easy pattern.
Yeah.
It grows quickly. So
there you go. We've both been enabled then.
Yes. So we get shouted at because we enable people, but you do the same back to us. So
yeah, we're just as guilty of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you say, just sometimes you see something. I mean, that's nothing like I would ever.
But even the colour, it's the colour as well. I think if it was in a different colour, but it's that colour you would I would have gone for that probably. But even that's still very pale. But
yes.
When you showed me, I couldn't believe it. I know why you bought it.
Yes.
But it's
so
not...
I do now understand. We do sometimes say, we do think some of, our customers are bonkers, but I do get it.
In a nice way, we mean it.
Oh, absolutely, in a nice way, because you don't want to miss out. You want to be part of something. That's what it is, isn't it? It's about being included and being part of something as well.
We were having that conversation today at Knit and Natters about Advents, that sometimes you get carried away with it and you're thinking, I don't know what I'm making with it, but everybody else is getting it, and I don't want to be the one that isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Or not even that. Sometimes for me, it is just the theme or the for me, it's not so much about missing out, but it is something like, well, that is just being written, designed for my tastes.
Yes.
So it really interesting. I've not got any other Advents this year. I've been tempted a couple of times, but there's still plenty of time.
I've gone for the same one I did last year because I really enjoyed the 10-gram minis. So I've gone for the Green Lambkin, Mrs. Claus's Kitchen. I still haven't used last year's, but I am planning on making a cardigan with it in July. I'm going to do a Christmas in July.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
I did see Hayley Ducky Darlings had done a Christmas in July box.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Because I'd never heard of Christmas in July, and it is out. Well, it's maybe not, but it's only become in my consciousness in the last 2 or 3 years, really. But it is a nice thing to do.
I only know about it because that's when they put the Hallmark Christmas movies on the telly.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like knitting it, saving an Advent and knitting an Advent project in July.
Yeah, I hadn't. It was just seeing things in July, and then I think it's just gone from there, hasn't it? Well, why don't we do a Christmas in July?
Yeah. So I will do something for Christmas in July, but I'll just go stash diving.
Yeah, find something. I was going to say something there. My brain's gone completely. I just got distracted by
Advent.
I just got distracted by looking at the blackbirds going in the nest. Oh dear me. I really like the top. Come with it. Oh, so you mean the t-shirt, the Tolster tee that somebody made with the
Oh, it was Gemma.
It looked lovely, didn't it?
Oh my.
Made with the springtime minis.
Yes.
Yeah, it did, Anita. It was
That
really
looked
nice.
Absolutely stunning.
It did. It was really, really nice, that.
Gemma had not shared, not that we expected to, but Gemma, like, we've not seen progress, have we?
No, it was a nice surprise.
We didn't know she was doing it, and she just put on the Knit and Natter Facebook page, she just put the finished picture. I'm with you, Anita. I mean, I said they're not my colours, but when I'd done them hexes last week and put them together, I thought I can see how they would really make a nice top. And she's made a Tolster in it, and it looked stunning.
Really nice. Good idea. And good for keeping it a bit of a secret, because we were all waiting. We didn't have a picture, did we? So that was lovely.
So keep sharing your your finished springtime wraps, because it's been really nice to see different people have done different patterns with them, and it's really nice to see. But to see a jumper in it was brilliant.
You're not going to see me get glared at. People have been asking, are we going to do something? Because we finished that make along. We have got things planned for after we've got rid of the Christmas madness and things. We will be telling you about something that we have got planned for this year.
Yes.
So there are things afoot, as they say. But I'm not going to tell you, and no, Marjorie, you're not going to get it out of me. Mainly because half of it I can't remember because it's in my little pink book. But we have got other things planned for the rest of the year.
Yes.
So watch this space.
Yeah.
And then of course we will be looking at different things for next year, won't we? Different make-alongs, different.
Yes.
So
I mean, we asked those that joined us on our last Zoom for the Hinter Springtime wrap. We did say to them, so we'll ask everybody as well.
Yeah.
What would you like to see us do as a make-along next year?
Yeah.
So the 2 previous years we've done blankets. This year we've done a wrap. We always do a knitted and a crochet version of whatever it is we do.
Just to warn you, Wendy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Wendy knows now.
Yeah, we just throw things at poor Wendy and go, Wendy, can you do that for us? When do you need it by? Can you do it by next week? Sorry, Wendy.
Wendy's our crochet designer.
So
what would you like to see? Another blanket, another shawl, a garment,
something different.
Something that we can do monthly with a monthly Zoom where we all catch up. So probably not hat, gloves, socks.
Something substantial, not
just
mega.
Because they're not everyone would knit them in a month, but
because I think somebody mentioned like a bed runner, didn't they?
Yes.
Bed runner or different cushion cover. I don't know. Just what think.
I mean,
things.
The majority on the Zoom said blanket again. I think.
Yes, they did. They wanted a blanket
because they enjoyed that. But
we just to say as well, you will never get from us. No, I won't say never, but I'm 99% sure you will never get a blanket where you end up with like loads of little squares that you have to join together.
I'm 100% sure you'll.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're never gonna get it.
They're stunning. I loved my Battenberg, but the risk is not just us, but lots of people.
You end up with a pile like that in your cupboard,
and they never put together. Yeah. So if it's a blanket, it will always be like the last 2. You're just going to cast on the width and just knit.
Yeah. Or it could be a joining as you go type thing, but it's not going to be tiny little things that you have to shove together. It will be.
And if I'm designing, it won't be a join as you go either.
No, it probably won't. No, it probably won't be a join as you go. So,
but that, if everyone says that's what they want, it's like this year we've done the weekly advents because people kept asking.
Yeah. And like last year, we did the Christmas Eve box because people asked, didn't we? So we do listen to what people want, and it will probably start like the big make along again in January, because we know it's that time of year when everybody, you're either on a big high or a big, it can be one of those really weird times of year, can't it, January, that some people are really excited for the new year to start. Some people are like looking at it and thinking, oh, I've got all the winter months, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So it was really nice this year, wasn't it? For the last 2 years.
Yes.
Doing the Zooms, having something. And I think we've established that people, from talking to people, they're not that bothered about the pattern being different and complicated. They don't mind if it's a really straightforward pattern, because they like the surprise of not knowing what the colours are.
Yes.
That's what they like. They like that anticipation of, oh, what's it going to be? Oh, where's this going? What's it going to be? Rather than a really complicated pattern.
Yes.
I think they enjoy the simplicity.
The Hint of Spring was almost like a sampler, because you'd got different stitches every month, which I think people enjoyed.
Yeah.
But they also said they were happy going back to something that you don't have to think about. You can sit in front of the telly when you come in from work and it's cold and dark, and you don't have to be thinking all the time. So
and we tried that. The shawl was lovely because it has given people an opportunity to do lots of different stitches, learn things they've not done before. But I'm with you. You did have to concentrate. You did have to think about it.
Yes.
It wasn't like picking up the blanket and I felt like those blankets were like a little bit of a hug as well, because as they were getting bigger, you were like sitting with them on your lap, and there was that tactile thing with it, wasn't it? But you live and learn, and we do different things, and we're never going to say we're not going to do another shawl again, because we could do.
But I would never ever have dyed them colours in the Hint of Springtime wrap, and people have really, really enjoyed them. So it pushes us as well.
Yeah.
It does push us. So Anita saying a poncho, Wendy saying table runner and placemats. You see, things like that, it's that you can see us doing for between 4 and 6 or 7 months. The blankets were 7 months, weren't they?
Yeah.
So just keep your ideas coming, because we need to start thinking now for next year.
Table mats have been no good for me, Wendy. I spill too much food when I eat. Not unless we're going to do them in elastic rubbers. Like washable ones.
Yeah.
But let us know if you've got any ideas. Is there anything else? Anything else anybody wants to know while we're sat here trying to contemplate the meaning of life on a Thursday evening? Don't all shout at once.
Wendy's saying, but she's a blanket lover and loves designing them.
Yeah, I must admit, I've really liked the blankets. They've brought me a lot of joy, I've got to say, those blankets.
Yeah. The reason we didn't do one this year is because how many blankets can you have?
Exactly.
Is what we said.
But we did ask, didn't we? And people said they would like a shawl, and then we gave them a choice. Do you want the same pattern repeated? No. Can we have lots of different ones?
Yeah.
So, you got what you asked for.
Yeah. That's another like the poncho idea. Julie says she loved the Hint of Spring. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've also been thinking about a little informal make along, haven't we?
Yes.
For the end of the year, like we've done with the Tolster tea. So while we're on about that as well, don't forget, if you come into Buxton and you've finished your Tolster tea, we'd love to see it.
Yes.
And again, doesn't have to be our yarn. We're not those people.
No.
It can be made of anything you like.
Yeah.
If you've done it, bring it along. If you haven't finished it, but you're still on with it, bring it along. We'd like to see it.
I mean, don't just bring it along, wear it if the weather's conducive.
Yes. And if you've only half finished it, you can always just rock it up with a shirt over the top and pretend that you've finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a design feature.
Exactly.
And the same goes for Wool Monty. We'll remind you again before Wool Monty.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really nice, Wool Monty last year, to see everyone in the case of teas. It was really, really nice. So we're looking forward to it.
Mr. Hammond's asking if he can start getting these noisy power tools out. No, we're still talking. How long? Oh, about 3 hours. Not long. Don't panic.
I think I'm going to struggle to recognise all the Tolster teas, because they look so different. They look so different depending on how you've knit them. The
Yeah.
case of tea was easy, I think, to
Yeah.
spot because it
Yeah.
was the yoke pattern.
Yeah.
Whereas I think
Basically, you could turn up in any jumper and say, "This is my version of the Tolster tee," and we'll be happy.
I think you probably could. I mean, I would look at some shaping, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be as easy.
Any raglan,
yes,
any
Yeah.
raglan jumper, you know, we're giving you
Yeah.
a bit of leeway here. Any raglan jumper that could potentially have come
no, but
similar.
I'm just saying it was easy to spot
It
people.
was.
Whereas, you know what I'm like anyway. You're gonna have to tell me who you are if we've met before, and then you're also gonna have to say, "And this is my Tolster tee." So I am Marie, and this is my Tolster tee, and I go, "Oh, hello, Marie. That's a lovely Tolster tee."
And that conversation will probably happen on the Saturday, especially if she gets too hot.
Oh,
I'm Marie.
Yeah.
Right. I think we've jabbered on. Yes, the poncho might be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're happy with the multicolored poncho, this is what you've got to think of.
Yes.
Are you happy with the? Because it wouldn't be one color, would it?
No, I mean, no.
It would be different colors.
Yes,
So
it would.
you've got to think of this. Would you be happy wearing a multicolored poncho, or would you prefer just a normal? Not normal. You know what I mean? A standard one
A
color.
single colour.
Yes.
Yes, because the fun of a make along is not knowing what's coming the next
Yes.
month, wool wise and things
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Although we could definitely
Could do it as a fade, I suppose.
we could definitely do something like that.
Yeah.
A gradient. Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to say gradient. Yeah, Wendy, I will remember you. I definitely will. Unless I'm not concentrating. We were walking around Spring into Wool and having conversations with people, and I was minutes through some conversations before your name came to me.
I went, "Oh, that's lovely, Cynthia."
Yeah. No, I mean, I was like, I know, but names don't come easily. That's the song, isn't it? Words. But anyway, Footloose and Fancy Free is poncho in different colours. I'm writing that down.
Nice.
Yeah, because we won't podcast before Buxton, so this is your reminder.
Yes.
I'm not being ignorant. I just have a problem.
Yeah. We're not. Yes. Well remembered again. Yeah. There will be no podcast next week, so don't rock up thinking, "Where are they?"
Yes.
We won't be here. We're not
No.
here. So it will be the following week. Right. Anything else?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah, gradient. Oh, Beverly, gradient with a choice of colours.
Beverly, stop it.
DK weight. Yeah, it would definitely have to be DK weight.
Definitely.
Seeds of an idea, maybe.
Seeds of an idea. You could do a poncho like the Tolster tee maker. Yeah, that might be better. Doing it as we could do a kit for an informal one, or you could go. I was going to say dumpster diving. No,
dash diving. Oh, you mean as in a knit along?
Yes.
Like the Tolster tee, rather than the make along that we do at the beginning of the year traditionally.
And then people could join in and we could choose a pattern, couldn't we? Like we did Tolster tee.
Yes.
And say, right, you can all join in. And if people really wanted to, we could maybe create a small kit, you know, or you could go stash diving.
The only thing with doing that is we've got to have created the kit and knit it up before the knit along.
Well, no, we could just show the wool. We could take a complete leap of faith.
Well, yeah,
these are your colours.
Yes.
Because it's not a surprise, is it? A make along like that's not a surprise.
No.
This is your pattern. These are your colour options in blue, green, pink, yellow.
Yep.
Or blue or pink. Or stash dive. This is we're having one of our silly meetings now in front of everybody, and this is how it goes.
Because I just think a poncho is a big yarn commitment.
Yeah. 400 grams probably.
at least, I would think. The
You don't have to buy the kit from us.
No, the Corey one you did was 300 grams, but that wasn't a
Yeah.
massive poncho, was it?
No, that was like a
That was like a
swishy poncho.
cropped. That was like a cropped
Yeah.
poncho. So if you're doing 400 grams, that's quite a yarn commitment. Well, let's work on it.
Put it
But
out there.
I think we're better off just saying you can have, if you want to do it in our wool, do it in any colour you like. We'll dye you
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
400 grams.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
might be better
But
than
it's a
doing a
lot of
specific.
knitting.
They've all asked for poncho.
Yeah.
would
Footloose is
you like?
400 grams of DK.
What would you like? Would you like that option of going stash diving, or
So rather than, would you prefer it as like our mystery make along at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Or would you just prefer it like the Tolster tee? This is the pattern. We're all going to knit it at the same time. Use whatever you like.
Use whatever you like, or would you like us to provide a kit option?
Marion saying Kath takes 500 grams as comparison. Yeah, I think you've got to be looking at 400 or 500 grams.
Yeah.
No, it's big enough to do as a mystery make along.
Yes.
It's definitely big enough to do as a mystery make along and get 100 grams every month for 4 or 5 months. But then you're not going to know what, so it would be, the colours would be a mystery.
Yeah.
Or we just say we're going to do the Footloose.
Yeah. And I don't know how I would feel about a mystery garment along, I must admit. Think in my head, again, you know, I'm having this conversation with everybody, but it's actually not everybody. You know what I mean? Because if I got it and it was all oranges, I wouldn't wear it.
Yeah. So Wendy's saying Black Sheep are doing a tank along.
Yes.
So
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. And Victoria's saying not as much as a blanket for a mystery make along, poncho for a knit along from own stash. I think that's a nice idea to do. And I'd put a colour palette together, 2 or 3 choices if you wanted to get it from us.
But not obligatory.
Yeah, because it's
a big word, wasn't it?
Very big word.
Like comestible.
And you can, yes. And they're easy to knit or crochet, aren't they?
Yes.
You can pick a crochet pattern or a knit pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy said I prefer to maybe that's what we'll do as the next
year. Next year's garment along.
Yeah. I think that's a nice idea.
But what we're going to do it for a meetup? They'll just have to post photos or come to an afternoon tea.
Yeah.
Could have a themed afternoon tea.
We could have a bring your
poncho
afternoon tea.
Poncho afternoon tea. Could make everybody's ends all wear poncho.
mean, yeah. Julie's saying 8 50-gram pack.
Yeah. Again, it's the colours, isn't it? I wouldn't want a garment out of colours I didn't know I was going to wear. Especially if I was doing it for a make along. It's even if you're buying 8 different colours and you're thinking, well, I might make a poncho out of that, but I'll see what the colours are. But to have, I'm talking myself out of that, but I think more as if you want a kit, we can provide you with one. It'll be like blue, green or whatever.
But I don't think we do it as a mystery. I think I just dye.
Yes, and show it. And
dye a gradient of 5 colours. And then you can see what you're getting. And if no one buys it, because we always do it as pre-orders, no one buys it, then they'll just be sold. It doesn't matter. I think that's a nicer way of doing it. So you can look at the colours and think, yeah or no.
Yeah.
Or go stash diving or go to Kath at Wensleydale Long, do it anywhere, but we're all just making
the same thing. But
yeah. And we do like we've done before with a monthly Zoom or whatever.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry.
I like that idea.
We're gonna have to go. I need to allow my husband to go wild with power tools.
Right. Well, there you go, you see. This is why we ask you, because we would never have come up with a poncho, but it seems like a popular idea.
And it's grown legs, as they say.
So we'll see those of you coming to Buxton
Come and say hello and
in
introduce
just over a
yourself
week.
to Dominique.
Yeah.
Don't forget to say, hello, my name is... Right.
It's
On
an
that silly
affliction.
note,
See you all soon.
We'll see you all soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.